My fellow Americans, we all knew this day was coming, as difficult as it is to accept that I'm one of the most unpopular candidates in history. Even with the entire mainstream media machine backing me and working to get me elected, it appears I have lost the race. Donald Trump, Elon Musk, Fox, and everyone else that wasn't on Team Joy. Fuck you. Fuck all of you. You motherfuckers just can't stand to see a strong black and occasionally Indian woman succeed. How the fuck did I get 15 million less votes than that retard Joe Biden in 2020? And pardon my language, but everyone knows under a second Trump term, we're allowed to say retarded again.
I just diagnosed you retarded.
Let me be clear, I strongly disagree.
You're retarded.
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
So get off my balls. But seriously, how the fuck did Joe get 15 million more votes than me? I'm starting to think maybe we did steal that election in 2020. No way his dusty ass did that much better than me. Shit, I barely got more votes than Hillary Clinton. And we've imported 50 million illegals since 2016. And you know they're all voting for me. As for what's next for me, I'm still in charge of this country until January 20th. You heard that right? Joe doesn't know where the fuck he is half the time. So plan on an action-packed next couple of months. Might even fuck around and invade Canada. Finally, thanks for fucking nothing, America. You made Rachel Maddow and Van Jones cry again. I hope you're all very happy with yourself.
Do you want to know what is the best part about being a Democrat? Is watching all those Trump administration picks crash and fucking burn. The only thing I can say is it's time to hang on because the shit show is about ready to go.
From my experience, Democrats are way less welcoming than Republicans. I have been unfriended by several Democrats because of slight political disagreements. Why can't we all just be friends? Bro, you stormed the Capitol. Like, this was your team. Republicans did that. Democrats did not do that. And if the slight disagreements you have with your friends over politics is disagreements on human rights, and if they should have them or not, then I would unfriend you too. To answer your question, why can't we all just be friends? I actually don't think that we are mean enough to you guys. Like, I think we need to bring back public bullying if it gets you to shut the fuck up.
Well, it's been rough. It was not what I was expecting at all, considering some of the rhetoric he has said. I thought we as a nation were smarter, but I guess not. To my transgender and friends and, you know, the people who it affects, as long as you stay alive, they cannot say we don't exist. Being a Satanist means rebelling against them because they're wrong. And as long as you draw a breath, every breath you take is a rebellion. Keep on fighting because you just have to. Hail Satan, hail reason always.
It's amazing to me that so many people are incapable of thinking for themselves. And that's why we're in this position today. In the past 4 years, we haven't had any terrorist attacks. And then all of a sudden, as soon as Trump gets voted into office, take a look. 2 terrorist attacks in less than a week. But somehow this is Biden's fault? If you guys don't understand how absolutely fucking ridiculous you sound and how ignorant you are, then you get every fucking thing that you deserve. And I hope you are the next victim of those terrorist attacks. Because at the end of the day, if you think this is Biden's fault, you're clearly an idiot.
That's the difference between people like me and Trump supporters. You only give a fuck about yourself. So since you only give a shit about yourself, promise you we don't give a fuck about issues that only fucking affect you. Fuck you.
What is happening right now, you guys? What the fuck is happening? What is this? No. This is not how it was gonna go down. This is not how I was gonna go down. What the fuck?
I love you. And I love you. Do you hear me? If no one told you this morning quite yet, I love you. And if you were right here, right now, I would give you the biggest hug ever. This orange man is literally awful.
Dear Americans from a Canadian working in a tourist province in the service industry, if you voted for Trump, you are not welcome here. Stay out of our country. If you voted for Kamala Harris, please wear a pin that says so as you travel through our country. Because when you introduce yourself as American, you will now be looked upon with distrust and disdain, okay? You've played your hand. Your country has shown where its beliefs lie, and that is in hate and disgust. And so if you're traveling through Canada or every other part of the world, and you did vote Waltz, you did vote Kamala, please wear a pin. Show the world where you stand, that you're actually a decent human being. Because unfortunately, there's an over 50% chance that you are an awful human being.
I don't want to hear a single complaint about any policies passed or nothing when you handed Trump the country.
You cannot be Christian and vote for the Antichrist. You know, a false prophet will lead fake Christians astray while wearing the mark of the beast upon their heads. MAGA hat.
For those of you entering your finding out era, this is your reminder that we're only 2 weeks in. You're going to want to buckle up, because you've got 4+ more years of this.
Just a quick reminder that there are 40, I repeat, 40, not 1,000, not million, 40 trans athletes in high school nationwide. 40. So when some conservative dipshit tries to tell you that it's a problem, 40. Focus on something that's real.
Congrats any woman who didn't vote. You voted your rights away because no vote is a vote for him.
Hi, just a reminder that you cannot tell someone you love them and vote for somebody who is actively trying to take their rights away. We may be able to separate relationships from politics, but that is a luxury and a privilege that not everybody has. Your vote is an act of love and support or an act of violence.
This country is fucking weird. I just don't fucking understand it. I really don't.
We are fucked, and nobody seems to care. Oh my, we need a full factory fucking reset. Hit the fucking button and get everybody out of there. You're all fucking fired. You're all fucking useless on both sides of the fucking political parties. You're all dead.
Shit is about to hit the fan. I think we're going to have a major announcement within the next 2 weeks. I don't think Donald Trump will ever be sworn into office. I think we're going to find out about what will be considered and called the crime of the century. I think we're going to hear about this soon. I know we only really have about 2 weeks until elections start having to be certified. I think we're going to see some crazy shit happen. I think everyone needs to get prepared. There's no way they're just going to let this go if everything I'm seeing is accurate. So get prepared. Shit's going to hit the fan.
Let me make this so clear. If you are one of the people that voted for Donald Trump, get the fuck off my page. If we are friends, or we were friends up until this point, I never want to speak to you again. I never want to see you again. I am not one of those fuckers that's going to say, oh, well, you know, I don't let politics get in the way of my relationships. I absolutely let them get in the way of my relationships.
To the women, I'm so sorry.
So that just happened. Congress just certified the election of Donald Trump as president. That was hard to watch. My heart, my stomach, everything sank when not a single person objected. But it's not January 20th yet. One of the first things that I did after the congressional meeting ended was go and check what the creators that I get my information from think about all of this. And one of the accounts that I follow, Spirituality with Sam, who I will tag right here, posted a video just this morning about how her opinions about how Donald Trump won't take office again haven't changed. Sam is a psychic, and for weeks now, she has been saying that Donald Trump will not be president again. And she just reaffirmed it this morning, saying that she's not backpedaling. She still stands firm on that. And I realize that the opinions of someone who says that they're a psychic may not hold as much weight with some other people, and I understand that, but what can I say? I'm choosing to have some faith in it.
What a stupid son of a bitch.
You know, I'm still mad, but what's making me happy right now is seeing the MAGA lovers lose it. They're losing it because we are taking back our friendship. And that includes family as well. Not only are they losing the emotional support system that we usually provide, but they're losing the financial support system too. That to me is unreal. And I'm going to continue on the trajectory because honestly, we offer a lot. Being liberal means that we're caring, we're bleeding hearts, right? We really want to know how you're doing. We bring in intellectual conversations. We are highly intelligent. We are like so bright and vibrant, lots of joy. And you're going to lose that because have you been around a bunch of MAGAs? Yeah, I have.
It might seem craziness until it isn't. We're going to look at some numbers. So first, we're going to take a look at the season number and the episode number of each of the 6 episodes that are connected to those songs. And this is where I enlisted ChatGPT to help me out. I asked ChatGPT to see if there were any codes associated with those numbers. And outrightly, there weren't until we applied a key. If you apply a standard alpha to numeric key, where A equals 1, B equals 2, etc., this is what ChatGPT came up with. Now it looks like a jumble of letters, until you ask it to see if there's any words or anagrams that come out of it. And this is what we got. I judge glad girl. Oh, but it gets better. Because I asked ChatGPT if there were any other messages within that. So what it did is it took those letters and reverse alphanumericized them, where A equals 26, B equals 25, and so on and so forth. It gave me a number code. And when it had this number code, it then reapplied the alphanumeric code to it. The A equals 1, B equals 2. And this is what it showed me. To fix war, vote. Did it mean vote? To fix war, vote. Guys, I don't think that we're going to be going for a recount. I think that we're going to be headed for a re-vote.
I'm one of the people who woke up in the middle of the night of election night just feeling a weird feeling, and I spent all day Thursday with a horrible fucking headache, like sleeping all day, only waking up to throw up, and I've seen other people say that shit as well. Something is fucking weird, and I love a conspiracy person just as much as the next, but I really do believe that something is weird going on. So I don't want to get my hopes up, but I'm kind of hopeful. I don't know. I feel like something's gonna happen.
So who's gonna tell these Republican dudes who voted for Trump and then can't get laid because women don't want to sleep with men anymore because we lost our reproductive rights, and Project 2025 seeks to eliminate all forms of contraceptives? That Project 2025 also bans porn.
Really haven't been able to get on here or turn on the TV or do anything without crying.
Anyway, just connecting with nature because no matter who the president is, the trees will never change.
So for the people that voted for him, were you aware of Project 2025 and you just didn't care? Or did you really believe like he had nothing to do with it?
Okay, so the chess, not checkers mentality got my nerves bad. Kamala, what are we doing? What are we doing? Because all these subliminals. Your body, my choice.
I was like, you know what? Bet. You guys are going to fuck around and find out. I went and got me a Zap. Let me tell you, best investment ever. Somebody messes with me and starts pulling that crap on me. Bzz. I'm going to zap first and ask questions later. I see a woman in need. Zap first and ask questions later. Fuck around and find out.
Oh, Lord. Again.
again. Nothing new, nothing changed, same old shit.
I do not need to be seeing gloating posts about people, about their president, and oh my God, he won. I'm so happy. Fuck you. Bruh.
School shootings, genocide. Don't just stand there, pick a side. Rapist in the Oval Office, Sean Diddy Combs. Women's rights, Afghanistan. Reign of the Taliban. Roe v. Wade, female gates, Giza Palico.
So I figured I just might as well. I didn't want to give anyone the benefit of the doubt of me crying, but I've cried on here plenty of times, so let's do it again.
Let me be very, very clear when I say this. If you are an alternative person, punk, goth, however you classify yourself, in the alternative community, and you support Trump, no, you're fucking not. No, you're not. I have never been the type of person that's like, well, if you don't listen to this music, you're not goth, you're not punk. I'm not that type of person. But if you don't have the same fucking values, the same fucking common sense when it comes to human rights, you're not alternative.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you
We don't care.
Okay, this time I actually have a real, genuine question for Trump supporters. I want to know your answer to this. Is there anything that he could do to lose your vote?
Full stop. No, we can't. End of discussion. No, we cannot be chill with fascists. Fascism is not a chill-worthy cause. Okay? Have the day you deserve.
Fuck you and your mom. I hope you die.
I just called my brother and I said, who did you vote for? He gonna say Trump for president. I said, hang up on you. Not in the fucking mood. Because right then and there, you're not my brother anymore. And I blocked you. Fuck is you talking about?
You know what I'm gonna do when Kamala Harris wins?
What?
I'm gonna get pregnant and then have like 50 abortions.
I had this theory like a couple weeks ago. I said either Kamala's gonna win and it's gonna be like embarrassing amount, like landslide, which obviously didn't happen, or he's gonna win and we're gonna find out that he cheated. And it's like if I were to tell my mom in high school that I got an A on a test, she'd automatically be like, no, you didn't.
They really wait until the last fucking possible second to pull this shit together.
The last fucking possible second to pull this shit together, and I am stressed as fuck.
I am completely unhinged. I went to the grocery store, and while standing in line, I was trying to guess who voted against my rights. And I couldn't guess anymore. I was out of guesses because you're like sheep in wolf's clothing. And I just wanted to scream, who the fuck here voted against my motherfucking rights? Didn't though, mostly because my fucking throat hurt.
So you want to get back at your dad for voting for Donald Trump, do you, pumpkin? I have a great idea. Show up to Thanksgiving with a shaved head and see what happens. You get extra points if you consider yourself a daughter of an American dad. Ooh, that would light his ass up, wouldn't it, babe? Because American dads have never really been given the room to adequately express themselves, it makes them real mad when you do for yourself. Other dad mad options would include getting a tattoo on your face or your neck or even your hands maybe. Ooh, or a facial piercing. That'll really set him off. I love doing shit like that so much. I even want to help you on your dad mad journey, cutie. If you're in my area between now and the 1st of the year and you would like to shave your head before you go home for the holidays, I'll do it for you for free. Comment, shave my head below, and I'll send you a form to get signed up for that special Dad Mad event. I think this is your sign to be unapologetically you this holiday season, pumpkin. Let me know if I can help. See you then.
Another way to protest MAGA cheaply is to not shop. Don't shop. Buy everything used. And see if you can get it for free. Don't shop. crash the economy.
However, in an effort to be sustainable, reduce, reuse, recycle per se, I'm thinking that we take all men to Alcatraz Island, and they are not allowed to leave until they take a lesson on how to revert their internalized misogyny, and only until they've passed a test that we women decide, are they allowed to leave Alcatraz Island. Let me know what you think. I think it could be great.
I want you to hear me when I say with my full fucking chest, if you voted for Donald Trump, I want you out of my life. Because at a base level, I don't care for friends, I don't care for family, because if I'm going into a future where interracial marriage is even up for debate, I don't want you at my wedding. I don't want you there. If I travel out of state while on my period and my blood condition causes me to start hemorrhaging, and I happen to be in a state where women's health care is so strictly regulated that doctors feel like they can't interfere because any period-related bleeding could be a pregnancy and there's no interfering in that, and I bleed out and die because of the laws that are going to be left up to states' decisions, I don't want you at my funeral. If the Department of Education is defunded and my children can't go to school unless it's at a private institution that we cannot afford, and there's no way to get any assistance in affording this, I don't want you in my kids' lives. And that's just the beginning of it. So honestly, truly, if you voted for Trump, get out of my life.
The only thing that Trump winning proved was how many uneducated, angry, miserable, hateful people there are in this country. I know for myself, I wake up every morning with a sense of peace in my soul and knowing that I have self-respect because I did not vote for him.
I think the entire MAGA movement and Trump's rise to power are all a result of Barack Obama being elected president. Half of this country is that racist and was that put out that a non-white president would be elected, that this is now the repercussions of that.
This post is not to make me money, because it won't be long enough to do that. This post is to remind you that Donald Trump is the felon-elect. He is a felon. You don't have to be sentenced to be a felon. You have to be convicted. And he was 34 times by a jury of his peers. So if you voted for him, you have very questionable decision-making skills.
So Trumpers and MAGA, you didn't think Trump was going to be a dictator, huh? An authoritarian. He's playing right along with Putin's little scenario, huh? Invading countries. Not once, unless he was asked, did he say anything about you and me getting lower prices. Only when he asked, when he was asked. You f***ed up, MAGA. You f***ed up, Trumpers. You f***ed up big time. And he's not even president yet. That's how f***ed up. F***ed up. So, yeah, big f*** up.
Give Trump a chance? You never gave Biden a chance. Why should I ever look past what Trump did on January 6th? Never.
The only ones that have TDS are you bunch of jackasses still hee-hawing around the lying con man rapist that you still support. You want to talk about the worst candidate in 100 years? That'd be the one you voted for. The one that is listed as one of the worst presidents that we have ever had. But you live in la la Trump land and you only believe what he says.
Conservative men, I need y'all to know, when you come and comment mean and hateful things on my videos, it makes me so happy. I love knowing that something that I said made you take the time to stop and comment on my video. And I want y'all to know, the more you comment on the video, the more it circulates around. So honestly, thank you. And the people who keep commenting, he's not even president yet. Yes, thank you. Thank you. We know. He is talking about when he becomes president. And then commenting, why don't you shave your head? Or, of course you got a nose ring. Like that. I don't understand that. Like, I don't know if you think that hurts my feelings or what you think, but it's definitely not funny. Like, no one's laughing at that. There is literally nothing. Like, I don't know if you think it hurts my feelings, but I'm very secure with myself and my beliefs, so pop off.
Recently, and I got a lot of comments saying that I was crazy, delusional, brainwashed, mad, sea theorist. So I put together a little montage of video clips of all of these like codes or Easter eggs or whatever, and I don't know. Tell me what you think. Am I crazy? Am I mad? Am I delusional? Probably, but I don't know. Tell me what you think.
You say you don't support children in cages, but it wasn't a line for you. He's cruel, demeaning, and sexually inappropriate, our first president to start a coup. He said people with disabilities should just die, mocked a child for his tears of joy. Your own daughter with autism. Would you feel different if she were a boy? So caught up in worshiping a false idol, you don't see the writing on the wall. Yes, you have the right to make your own choices. However, our democracy may fall. Your loyalty to a man who wouldn't give you a second look, his policies will cause so much harm, taking away rights and banning books. The arrogance is catching, seeing humans in categories, ranking their value as if you're taking inventory. I shared why there is a disconnect, why she's stepping back for a bit. Your response to being told of how you hurt her was, oh, she'll get over it.
I decided to make this video because I realized that even though a lot of people were saying the math isn't mathing and things just aren't adding up, because they aren't. They're not adding up. Something is just really, really off. I thought everybody was kind of on the same page with that, the ones who voted blue. But I realized the other day I had a friend who I was talking to, and I just basically made a past comment saying, like, we're talking about Trump, and I was like, well, it's not necessarily over. And he had no clue what I was talking about. So I was like, you know what? Let me just make a video, just even if I get to a couple more people just to talk about it. So it's not adding up. Something is wrong. And I think most people are seeing that it doesn't make sense. You don't have all these people coming out and registering to vote who never voted before, and people saying, oh, I'm going to switch and vote for the Democrats when I've never done that before. And it's just not adding up. And I'm just saying, be hopeful. Just wait. Kamala is intelligent. She's a prosecutor. Give her time. And if we're wrong, but it's nice to have hope.
I found out today that somebody that I work with is a conservative, and he's somebody who's really intelligent, and he's somebody who works in climate tech as a super smart guy, somebody I would never have thought was conservative, and apparently he is. And it's surprising, and it's disgusting. But what's most surprising to me is the level of sudden hatred that I have for him. Sudden hatred for this man who I used to respect suddenly just went boop, and I fucking hate him now.
What if all of this is for a fucking reason? Because the loyal followers, the alt-right, the people who didn't vote, the people who didn't want to get involved, voted for wrong reasons, whatever. The whole like, oh, this is their lesson to learn. What if that's the point? Like, what if they're supposed to be watching the chaos? They're supposed to have this feeling of like, wait a second, this person I trusted is lying to me. Wait a second. They're supposed to feel the discomfort that we've been feeling for years. I think it kind of goes back to like the whole, like, you cannot build a new house on an old cracked foundation. We cannot just like be like, oh, nope, he's not going to be the president and she's in like overnight. Like, there has to be things in between for the other people to realize. So yeah, I think we're in the process of digging up that old cracked foundation. The construction crews outside, they're ready to build the new house, but Demo's got to finish their work.
We're leaving our dirty tampons everywhere.
Because if men want so much control over us, they can deal with our dirty tampons. Clean it up. No, but genuinely, I was trying to think, like, ooh, like, what revenge sounds the most satisfying right now? And I kind of just want to fling dirty tampons at men's cars, their trucks. Ooh.
Can anybody in the world tell me? Can anybody make sense? How are we here 4 years later with this motherfucker, this piece of lying fucking shit, this adjudicated? How are we here again? We know that he has sold state secrets. How is he even going to have security clearance? Can somebody, anybody, tell me how the fuck we got here again? That anybody in their right mind would think that this man was worth voting for. Again. Let alone the first time, but again. After January 6, 2021. How the f*** did we get here?
I just overheard somebody in the grocery store say that they have a Donald Trump Christmas tree. I live in Canada.
Are you triggered? It's okay to be triggered. He's your president. Does it make you feel special to flip me off? It's okay. It's okay. It makes you special to flip me off because I like President Trump. It's okay. We all love you.
It makes me feel good to flip you off because I get to let go some of my anger about at people who have manipulated and lied to you to make you feel like you have voted for someone who is going to do something for you, when all he is going to do is continue to lie to you. He's going to continue to steal from you, and he is going to continue to make people dumber, less safe, and less healthy. So I feel sad for you. I feel bad for you that you were manipulated by Fox News and people like Tucker Carlson and these Sean Hannity and these fuckholes. So that's why I feel bad for you. So good luck, take care, and fuck you.
Good morning. I took yesterday to be angry and miserable, and I also took yesterday to make the decision to block my father, who will still end up seeing this. So, hi, Dad. And yes, I did block him because of who he voted for. Because he knows that I am trans, and he knows that I have had 2 abortions, and he still voted for Project 2025, which to me is reprehensible. I have my husband who loves and supports me to the ends of the earth. I have my friends who love and support me to the ends of the earth. And I have other family members who love and support me to the ends of the earth.
Go as far to say that I would purchase a Glock, and if you and I are walking on the same street and it's dark out and you're a white male, you have to be white for this to count, okay? If you're a white male, even if you don't approach me, I will shoot you.
To the white women that voted for Trump, you should cancel that self-tan membership. I'm thinking. Any tanning membership. Why do you want to be brown? Isn't brown dirty? Isn't brown gross? Isn't brown, like, not what we want to be? We don't allow that in our country. You're brown? Girl.
Congrats gays who didn't even vote because I just can't even, they're both so bad. You just voted your own rights away. You.
In order to find out after a fucking around stage, you have to actually be capable of learning from your mistakes and recognizing the consequences of your actions. 2 traits that are notably missing from literally everyone who ever votes for Donald Trump.
Y'all are gonna get what's fucking coming. Don't fucking ask me for shit. Or expect me to do shit. For your state, or if you're suffering. So, Florida and Texas, all the swing states, fuck you. If you got a disaster going through, don't ask me.
Trump doesn't care about you. He's not going to do anything to make your life more difficult. Well, last night, he came out and said that as soon as he's in office, the policy of the United States is to get rid of trans people. There's going to be 2 genders male and female as assigned at birth. And my spouse, Tam, is non-binary, so they're not going to exist. I am a trans woman. I'm not going to be able to exist. I'm not going to be allowed to be within a federal and a public school system. So they're keeping me out of spaces that, I mean, it's like treating trans people as like predators or something. It's just insane. So if you want to know why we're leaving, why are we leaving the U.S. and going to spend time in Australia and Southeast Asia, that's why.
Can you repeat the part of the stuff where you said all about the things? The things?
There's going to be two genders, male and female, as assigned at birth.
Trump is winning and I'm going to flee to Canada next week. I'm a Chinese national working on a temporary visa in the United States for about 10 years. In the past administration of Trump, I have been experiencing a lot of hurdles because of him and because of his crew, Stephen Miller especially. I was almost unable to extend my visa and my green card application was paused as well. And so that is why I have determined to get other countries' permanent residency since 2020. Finally, my application for Canadian residency was approved. And now Trump won the election again. What I'm going to do is to flee to Canada next week to escape the Trump land.
It's 2025 and I am fucking embarrassed to be an American. And I just want to apologize to the rest of the world and say that there is more than half of us that did not want this, and I am so sorry. I am fucking embarrassed to be an American. That's all I have to say.
I can't believe I was trafficked to this horrible country. I can't believe I was trafficked to this horrible country. I am not an American. I am not an American.
She was in a Chinese orphanage and got adopted. Not trafficked, adopted.
It is not a metaphor. I was purchased when I was a toddler. I was trafficked into the United States. I was purchased by white people. I was sold from an orphanage.
I mean, she can call it whatever she wants, but that was probably the best thing that could have ever happened to her. Because she gets to be in America, on her phone, whining on TikTok.
What can we say about Elon Musk? How did this happen? How is this allowed to happen? How is the richest man in the world allowed to buy the presidency? How? And where are the scholars, and where are the lawyers, and where are the poets and the political commentators who are gonna not normalize this insanity? It is absolutely insane. Insane. And those Tesla cars are so ugly.
If you voted for Donald Trump, I sincerely hope that today is a day of celebration for you. I hope that you are excited to see all of the change that this man is going to bring to our country. And when he is in office, and when inflation gets worse, and when the prices of goods are higher because of his tariffs, when taxes are raised for the average American worker, when more women, more sisters, more daughters, more mothers, more wives die because of his abortion bans, when we lose our fight to climate change and we see natural disasters worse than anything we have ever experienced before, when people are losing their cars, their homes, their jobs, their loved ones overnight, losing everything that they have worked their entire lives for, when him and his administration start attacking the rights and the rights protections of marginalized groups like poor people, disabled people, people of color, individuals who are a part of the LGBTQ+ community, women, I hope you feel the weight of your decision. When this man's presidency starts to negatively affect you and the people that you love, I hope that you can look at yourself and know that you played a vital role in making it happen.
I just unfollowed somebody who I thought was a friend but turned out to be a Trump supporter. Yikes. And no, I don't feel bad for deepening the divide, because that divide is made how deep it is by how deeply stupid Trump supporters are. You have a candidate who incited an insurrection, proving himself to be a threat to democracy. But let's say democracy. You care about the economy. Economic experts warned you against voting for Donald Trump. So the fact of the matter is, you hate people so much, like you care so much about being able to be openly hateful towards minorities, that you were willing to skyrocket the price of living. You were willing to basically just everything up, because everybody told you that everything would get up if Trump got elected again. But you love to be hateful so much. And you're so stupid. Why would I want to talk to you? Why would I want to? Like, literally, that's the thing, is like, oh, like, you're going to unfriend people over politics. It's because to have those politics, you have to be a weirdo, okay? You have to care about being able to just say and do whatever you want above all else. Grow up, go to therapy. This is why people hate you. It's your personality. It's not your politics. It's your personality, I promise.
Morning. I took yesterday to be angry and miserable, and I also took yesterday to make the decision to block my father, who will still end up seeing this. So, hi, Dad. And yes, I did block him because of who he voted for, because he knows that I am trans, and he knows that I have had 2, and he still voted for Project 2025, which to me is reprehensible. I have my husband who loves and supports me to the ends of the earth. I have my friends who love and support me to the ends of the earth. And I have other family members who love and support me to the ends of the earth. And I genuinely do not need anyone else. I realize this is something not everyone is able to do safely, and I'm very grateful for my ability to do that safely. I cut my mother off until the day she died, and I can and will do that again.
I'm here today for all you Lady MAGA supporters to get ready for the inauguration. First thing you're going to want to do is get yourself a new dress like mine with a nice little white bonnet. I got mine on Amazon. I'm so excited it arrived today. But you may not have to buy the dress. I think if you go to the inauguration, they'll just hand it out for you. The next thing is you want to get a MAGA hat. This one says China Loves MAGA. See, China Loves MAGA, it's spelled wrong, so I got it kind of cheap. But you can get one of those in my TikTok store. The other thing you're going to need is you're going to have to get a dog whistle, because there's going to be just a whole ton of dog whistling going on at that inauguration. So get a dog whistle for yourself. And last but not least, I'm going to have to zoom the camera out to give you the whole picture here. You're going to want to bring a uterus with you. Ideally, make an appointment with your doctor, have yours taken out, and you can hand over the uterus because they want to be able to control it. So remember all those things. Get ready for the inauguration. I am all in good fun.
Hi, this message is for MAGA. Trump is still a convicted felon, and you voted for a convicted felon. It doesn't matter that he wasn't sentenced. He's still a convicted felon.
You know, MAGA men out there, can I tell you something? I find you guys to be quite dirty. Filthy, actually, when I look at you. You don't look clean. I'm going to take a shower after I go for my morning walk, but you know what? Your freaking goatees, hiding your chin, your vanity, your stupid dirty beards. You're filthy people, really, honestly, inside and out. Why don't you go to confession? Why don't you do some reflection? Why don't you lighten up? Go away. Go back under your rocks. So sick of you people. You think that this is a country of red? We are a country of blue. Bring me your poor, tired, huddled masses yearning to be free. Didn't say what color. I think you're just a bunch of racist, hateful pieces of shit. So back off. And to the black guys out there with your MAGA hats, duh.
I hate him. I really, really hate him and everyone that supports him and Elon Musk. Hate. I'm saying the word hate. Yep.
I just walked some Christmas candy that my neighbors make every year and leave on people's porches. I just walked it back over to their house and stuck it on their porch and walked away. That's unlike me. But they've had their giant Trump Take America Back Again flag up for months. They know my daughter's transgender. I've tried talking to them about it, kindly and gently, asking them not to do something that would basically destroy my child, and they didn't care. So at this moment in time, I feel that it would be really hypocritical of me to accept a gift from them I don't care that it's Christmas, okay?
Liberals are so emotional. You're right, you unempathetic, empty-skulled buffoon. You're right, we are emotional. I'm sorry that it does not fill you with unfathomable rage that you could work for $2,000 an hour, 40 hours a week since Jesus supposedly fucking died, and you would still only have 2% of what Elon Musk has. I'm sorry that it doesn't fill you with rage that children go to school where they should learn and have opportunities in life, and they get fucking. I'm sorry that none of that makes you feel anything. Because to me, all that says is you don't feel shit. Nothing in your life makes you happy or sad or anything. And it's not about hate or vitriol from me anymore. All I do is fucking pity you people. Because what you've done is you've made this bed and now you're gonna sleep in it. And it was all for the sake of hating people with slightly different skin color than you, or hating people who decide they want to lead their life in a different way than you would lead yours. It's fucking despicable.
There are not enough crayons in this entire universe for me to explain to you dumbass Trump cult members that he did not win. He did not win. He did not win. But that's okay. You can think what you want. Stay mad. We don't care.
Each time a conservative tells me they don't like my bangs or my piercings, I'm gonna cut them shorter and get pierced again, because if you guys don't like them, that means I'm doing something right.
When was the last time one of your friends felt the need to leave the Democratic Party and become a Republican? Right? Me neither. It's always the other way around.
I don't know how the hell I'm gonna get through the next 4 years. I can't even speak his name without throwing up. And now he's gonna be my president.
Goddamn right.
And everybody's just so okay with it, and I get it, we can't change it, but I'm not happy. I'm scared. And I don't know what to do about it because our hands are tied. But it just goes to show how off track this country is. How blind this country is, or how blind they choose to be.
I am queer, trans, and disabled. Wanna be my friend?
Nope.
Cool. However, if you support who was just voted in, no ifs, ands, or buts. No. No, 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 nope, 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 no, 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 no.
If you voted for Trump, you are just dumb, okay? And you're just realizing. We already knew, because you don't fucking read, you're just dumb. You're just dumb. He's your cult daddy, and you're sucking it.
Dear white cis folks, it's not the hot news you think it is that you canceled out your partner's Trump vote, had to cut out people because of the election results, or lost a bunch of followers for expressing your views. Many of us never had that privilege because we never had the ability to entertain bigoted folks in our lives in the first place. My mere existence as a disabled Asian trans person means these folks never had interest in joining my spaces, nor did I give them the ability to outside of direct harassment. Instead of raving that you had to cut off your racist uncle, how about you actually call them in and educate them as someone who is close and has little to lose from engaging with them? But passing off that labor and expecting marginalized folks to directly educate people who are actively wishing them harm is not it. That labor can and should be yours. And I get that some folks are a lost cause, but not all of them are, and it doesn't hurt to try. So stop dating racists and transphobes. Start talking to the people in your life you do have influence with. Make your values so incredibly loud in every space you occupy that bigots won't assume you're on their side. Ditch the blue bracelets and self-serving gestures and pick up a mask and join a mutual aid group. There's no one action you can take that will ever make you a safe person to all marginalized folks. But you can actually start doing the work instead of just cutting off every family member or friend you disagree with and expecting the rest of us to deal with it. True community care means both calling out and calling in your community, so we can protect all of our communities, not just yours. Bye, friends.
All the news I'm reading today, y'all cannot tell me that MAGA is not the Confederacy reborn. Argue with your mama, not with Todd. I said what I said. Love you, back.